The statistics are stark. According to the World Health Organization, the transport sector is a leading source of greenhouse gas emissions and a major contributor to air pollution. Outdoor air pollution is responsible for an estimated 4.2 million premature deaths annually. High concentrations of air pollutants elevate the risks of cardiovascular and respiratory diseases, cancer, and adverse birth outcomes, directly correlating with increased mortality rates. A 2019 study by the International Council on Clean Transportation estimates that vehicle tailpipe emissions were linked to approximately 361,000 premature deaths worldwide from ambient fine particulate matter, and ozone in 2010 rising to about 385,000 in 2015. The fight for cleaner air in the Gambia has officially entered a critical phase. At the Sir Dawda Karbajara International Conference Center in Bigelow, the NASA Environment Agency, in partnership with the United Nations Environment Programme UNEP and the Ecowas Commission, brought together policymakers, regulators, and environmental experts for a high-stake two-day national workshop. The goal is clear: move past standard policy discussions and chart a practical, action-oriented roadmap to implement regional Ecowas directives on cleaner fuels and vehicle emission limits. Speaking at the event, National Environment Agency Deputy Executive Director Jaga Ture painted a stark picture of the threat facing the country.
Air pollution is one of the most pressing environmental and public health challenges of our time today. Cleaner fuels and cleaner vehicles not only improve air quality but also reduce healthcare costs. Recognizing these challenges, Ecowas adopted the directives on clean fuels and vehicle emission standards to establish a harmonized regional standard that will improve fuel quality, reduce pollution, facilitate regional trade, and protect health of our citizens. For the Gambia, these directives are fully aligned with our national environmental priorities and our commitment under the Paris Agreement.
To support this, the NEA, he said, is stepping up environmental monitoring by deploying modern air quality equipment to generate reliable data. Vehicle emissions drive a severe global health burden, triggering roughly 4 million new cases of childhood asthma every year, averaging about 11,000 daily. Overall, environmental health experts estimate that vehicle emissions contribute to one premature death every 45 minutes and approximately 250,000 new cases of childhood asthma annually. The urgency of the moment was echoed by Jane Akumo, a representative from UNEP, who delivered a sobering warning regarding the human cost of delayed action. She emphasized that the standards being proposed for Ecowas are achievable, noting that they mirror standards Europe implemented back in 2005 while offering significant health benefits.
And we have faith that we'll be moving quite fast. Having already adopted the standards, it's just the implementation date. Importing countries like the Gambia need to put in place regulation, clean fuel regulation. On the vehicles, we are also been working with the EU, to ensure that end-of-life vehicles are not exported. We see some of the vehicles being exported into the sub-region, not necessarily in Gambia, but into this sub-region, are almost at the very end of their lives. Vehicles that should be going to dismantling are what are exported into this sub-region.
While the Gambia published national vehicle emission standards in 2022, Papa Seka, Director General of the Gambia Standards Bureau, candidly admitted that enforcement has been slow. He highlighted that sulfur levels in imported fuel remain unacceptably high, while the influx of aging second-hand vehicles continues to threaten both air quality and road safety.
And had they had been fully implemented, that would have prohibited the importation of gasoline and diesel fuels from exporting countries that do not meet these specifications. Unfortunately, the country identified some specific bottlenecks that made it extremely difficult to meet this deadline. The government further directed that we could perhaps have some cooling stage before these directives can be implemented at the national level. But up till today, I can say for sure that we've not been able to meet these requirements.
The workshop concluded with stakeholders outlining a comprehensive action-oriented national roadmap through intensified public awareness campaigns, multi-sector collaboration, and stricter enforcement by regulating institutions. The Gambia seeks to clear the air and secure a healthier, more sustainable future for citizens across the country. The successful execution of this plan promises cleaner air, healthier communities, and a safer environment for generations to come.